Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss module 5, which is having orthogonal diagonalization of symmetric matrices. You know about symmetric matrices and you know the orthogonal vectors. What do you mean by symmetric matrices? A into A transpose is equals to I. Okay. So orthogonal matrices, orthogonal vectors means that product of disjoint pairs are orthogonal. Here orthogonal matrix means a matrix which is having normalized vectors is called orthogonal. A matrix definitely which is an orthogonal if each vector, that means each column is the columns of the matrix are called orthonormalized vectors. Okay, now we move to the example how to find an orthogonal matrix that will diagonalize the real symmetric matrix with an example. Here we are considering A is 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. For this matrix, find an orthogonal matrix that will diagonalize the real symmetric matrix and also find the resulting diagonal matrix. Okay. For finding this, first we discuss about what are the steps to find out the orthogonal matrix. Okay. First, you find out characteristic equation and then eigenvalues and then eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues. After finding eigenvectors, first you need to check that those vectors are orthogonal or not. Each disjoint pair is orthogonal or not. If each disjoint pair is orthogonal, then find the orthonormalized vectors. Just simply divide each vector with its length. Okay, if suppose those vectors are not orthogonal, if suppose if two distinct eigenvalues, the eigenvectors corresponding to the distinct eigenvalues must and should be orthogonal. Okay, if suppose one of the vector is not orthogonal to the remaining, then you can find out a new eigenvector which is orthogonal to the remaining two vectors, because the eigenvectors are not unique. Eigenvectors are infinitely many, but each is a constant multiple of the others. Remember that. Okay. Now we find out after finding an orthonormalized vector, write the orthogonal matrix. Orthogonal matrix having orthonormalized vectors as a columns. After that, find the diagonal matrix D, that is P inverse AP, where P is the orthogonal matrix. Okay. The diagonal matrix having eigenvalues as a principal diagonal elements. Okay. Now we move to the solution. First, find the characteristic equation, that is determinant of A minus lambda I is equals to 0. Just find this. You know how to find the determinant. Here, the values, the roots of the characteristic equation are 0, 0, 14. That means two are the repeated roots, one is the distant root. Find the eigenvectors corresponding to each eigenvalue. So eigenvector is nothing but the solution of homogeneous system A minus lambda I into x is equals to 0. Now write the homogeneous system. Now find the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equals to 0. Substitute lambda is equals to 0 in equation 1. Then you will get 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. So now using elementary transformation, here observe this. R2 is a constant 2 times of R1. R3 is 3 times of R1. Each row is a constant multiple of the first row. Just using that elementary transformations, convert this matrix into echelon form. So R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1. Applying the transformation on row 3, that is R3 as R3 minus 3R1. Then you will get the resultant matrix as 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. X, Y, Z is equals to 0, 0, 0. Now write the equation. X plus 2y plus 3z is equals to 0. Here observe this. What is the rank of the matrix? Is 1. Number of rank of the matrix in echelon form is number of non-zero rows. That is only 1. How many variables are there? Unknown variables, that is 3. So number of linearly independent solutions are n minus r, that is 3 minus 1, 2. That means there exist 2 arbitrary constants on any of these variables. For this, I am considering z is equals to k1 and y is equals to k2. Substitute those values in the above equation. Then you will get x is equals to minus 2k2 minus 3k1. Just substitute those values x, y, z. Then you will get, and after substituting x, y, z values, write that vector, that column vector as a sum of the two matrices, sum of the two column vectors or sum of the two column matrices. That is k1 times minus 301 plus k2 times minus 2 1 0, where k1 k2 are non-zero scalars. Now we find out another eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equals to 14. In the similar manner, substitute lambda is equals to 14 in equation 1 and using elementary transformations convert the matrix into echelon form, and then by backward substitution find the solution. Here rank is equals to 2, number of unknowns are 3. That means number of linearly independent solutions are 1. That means there exists only one arbitrary constant for any of these variables. Here I am considering z is equals to k. Then y becomes, here for this equation, minus 126y plus 84z is equals to 0. Substituting z is equals to k and simplifying, we will get y is equals to 2k by 3. By backward substitution, we will get x is equals to k by 3. So x, y, z values are k by 3 times of 1, 2, 3. Here, if we take a k as a constant, then we will get a fractions in the vector. Because of every constant multiple of a vector is a eigenvector. For that, I am further simply writing, taking k by 3 as a constant. So here, k by 3 is a constant and in x value it becomes 1, it becomes y value, it becomes 2. Here, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is an eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equals to 3. Now, up to now, we are finding eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. Now, what do we do the next step? After finding the eigenvectors, we need to check all the eigenvectors are orthogonal or not. If those are orthogonal, then find orthonormalized vectors. If those are not orthogonal, then converting into orthogonal and then find orthonormalized vector. Okay. Now, first we check that these are orthogonal or not. What about x1 dot x2? Minus 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6, plus 1 into 0 into 1, 0, plus 1 into 0, 0. That means the total 6, which is not equals to 0. That means x1 and x2 are not orthogonal. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2, plus 1 into 2, 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0, plus 0. So x2, x3 are orthogonal. Now we will check the other disjoint pair x1, x3. Minus 3 plus 0 into 2 is 0. plus 1 into 3 is 3. Minus 3 plus 0 plus 3. That becomes 0. That means x1, x3 are also orthogonal. Here x1, x2 are not orthogonal. x2, x3 is orthogonal. x3, x1 is also orthogonal. But here one pair is missing. So here I am considering, since x2, x3 are orthogonal, I am replacing the vector x1 with a orthogonal vector. That's I am considering x1 as A, B, C. x2 and x3 are same as in the above. Because of orthogonality, x1 dot x2 is 0, x1 dot x3 is also 0. Based on that condition, we will get two equations. That is minus 2a plus b is equals to 0. A plus 2b plus 3c is equals to 0. On solving these two equations, we will get A, B, C is equals to 3, 6, minus 5. Okay. So, x1 is 3, 6, minus 5. This is a new eigenvector which is orthogonal to x2 and x3. Minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Once again, you will verify that your x1 is orthogonal to x2 and x2 and x3 or not. Okay. Once again, check that x1 dot x2 is 0 or not. Minus 6 plus 6, 0. That means 0. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. So that means x1, x2 and x2, x3, x3, x1 are orthogonal. Each disjoint pair is orthogonal. So all these vectors are orthogonal. After verifying, then you can find orthonormalized vector. For finding orthonormalized vector, divide the vector with its length. What is the length of x1? That is square root of 3 square plus 6 square plus minus 5 whole square. That is 9 plus 36 plus 25. That becomes 70. Similarly, length of x2 is square root of minus 2 whole square plus 1 square is 5. Length of x3 is square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9. That is root 14. Now write orthogonal matrix P. What is orthogonal matrix P? Which is having orthonormalized vectors as a columns. So 3 by root 70, 6 by root 70, 5 by root 70. And second vector is minus root 2 by 5, 1 by root 5, 0. Third vector, that means a third column is 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, 3 by root 14. Now this is called a orthogonal matrix or transformation matrix. For this here, P is an orthogonal matrix. What do you mean by orthogonal? P into P transpose is equals to I. What do you mean by P transpose? P into P transpose is I. Then P transpose is P inverse. So based on that property, P transpose is same as P inverse. For the orthogonal transformation, there is no need to specifically find P inverse. Just simply write P transpose. Now, write the diagonal matrix as P inverse AP. D is P inverse AP. For the this symmetric matrix is P transpose AP, which is just P transpose into A into P. After multiplying this, once you check that your diagonal matrix D is principal diagonal elements are eigen values 0, 0, 14. Okay, that means your orthogonal matrix P is right. If you are not getting eigen values in the diagonal, principal diagonal, that means you did a mistake somewhere in the calculations. Okay, please verify. I think all of you understood how to find the orthogonal matrix, and using orthogonal transformation, how could you find the diagonal matrix? Okay, thank you students. Thank you all.